Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I'm going to go over the monetization for Diablo 4. Now there's been a good chunk of people talking about Diablo 4 being pay to win, and I think there's been an increase in that because of the official release date being revealed and having the new cinematic. So there's more people talking about Diablo 4, posting about it, who haven't followed the quarterly updates. So I want to go over all the information we've gotten for monetization and basically to go over if Diablo 4 is going to be pay to win. So the monetization for Diablo 4 is going to include buying the base game. There's going to be cosmetic items you can buy through the premium shop. And there's also going to be a cosmetic battle pass you can buy, which I generally just include with cosmetics. You're just paying for cosmetics in a different way. And then at some time down the road, there's going to be really big expansion releases that are also going to be purchased. But all of the content that is not specifically in an expansion that's added into the game after release is going to be free. And there's going to be a new season every 3 months. All that content is going to be completely free. Now I've gone over the different options for buying or pre-ordering the base version of the game. Pretty much everything in that is just cosmetics. You can get early access to the official launch of the game through that. And that's pretty much the only thing that I would be considering that could be pay to win. Now keep in mind that season 1 of Diablo 4 is not going to release with the launch of the game. It's going to release some weeks after the launch. And that's also when most of the competitive aspects of the game are going to be released. So leaderboards, a season pass, pretty much anything that you could construe as competitive is going to be in that first season. So getting a couple days head start is not necessarily the biggest of deals, even though I personally am not really a fan of that. I just wish that the pre-orders and higher editions of the game would just give cosmetics and not early access to the game. Now, one of the main forms of monetization after the launch of the game is going to be the premium shop. Now, in the premium shop, you're able to buy cosmetics only, and they have specifically reiterated that these are cosmetics only, and they have clarified that you will not be able to sell any cosmetics from the premium store. You won't be able to trade it to people, you won't be able to sell it to people, anything like that. So the premium shop is only going to be cosmetic items. And we have a decent bit of extra information on how the shop is going to specifically work. And they talk quite a lot about this in one of their quarterly updates, and they want the shop to be pretty transparent, so you're able to fully inspect any of the things you're trying to buy. You're able to see it on your character, you're able to see the exact prices, and you're able to see every different piece of that cosmetic you're buying, because all the cosmetics we've seen from the shop are basically full armor pieces or basically full transmog sets. And essentially how this works is that the vast majority of these cosmetics are going to be class specific. So you can't buy like a barbarian set that's specifically made for barbarians and go use those cosmetic pieces or transmog pieces on other classes, but it is account wide. So say if you buy a barbarian cosmetic set, you can use it on any barbarian on the account, and you should also be able to use those cosmetics on any seasonal characters you make if it's the correct class. And also when buying these cosmetic sets from the shop, it's splitting them up into the different pieces. So say if you buy a full armor set, you could go transmog that home with any other pieces in the game you want. And they also did mention that they want to keep all of these cosmetics, even all the ones purchased from the shop, to be grounded in the world of Diablo 4. So they're basically saying they don't want any crazy looking armor sets that aren't going to fit the aesthetic of Diablo 4, but we'll see how that generally plays out over time. They also did give some comparisons between different armor sets that you could earn in game and purchase through the shop. And I said this when I went over this quarterly update, but I don't know if it's just the ones they showed, but I pretty much liked all of the ones you could earn in game better than the ones from the shop. But I think they're generally trying to show here that the shop isn't just going to be higher quality skins or higher quality transmogs than anything you can get in the game. So you're still going to be able to get the same quality of transmog items or cosmetics from just playing the game compared to buying from the shop. And that brings us to the Battle Pass. So at a baseline, how these are going to work is every new season will come with a new Battle Pass that's going to have free rewards and premium rewards. So the premium rewards, you have to buy the Battle Pass, and the Battle Pass is going to be $10. It's going to last the whole 3 months of that season. But in the premium section of the Battle Pass, there is nothing that will affect gameplay in any way in it. They have reiterated this multiple times. And the reason they specifically want to explain it this way is because there are going to be XP boosts in the free version of the Battle Pass. And they also want to explain with this that you will be able to buy tiers in the Battle Pass. So if you've ever seen a Battle Pass from any other game, it's going to work basically the same way. You have a bunch of tiers for the Battle Pass, and if you want to just purchase more tiers, you can to get that next tier. But purchasing those tiers won't allow you to unlock these XP boosts any quicker. And we actually got this further explained in the most recent developer live stream, where you have a level requirement to unlock the XP boost from the free track of the Battle Pass. And my read on this is essentially that you're probably gonna unlock these XP boosts from playing the game through the free pass by the time you're that level anyway. So there's no way to skip or purchase something to be able to get these account-wide XP boosts any faster. And outside of that, the Battle Pass is going to work in basically the exact same way you've seen Battle Passes from other games work. You're going to have the premium track and the free track. Both are going to award you with a bunch of different cosmetics that are seasonally themed, and both tracks are going to award you some amounts of premium currency, which is what you use to buy cosmetics from the shop. Now, we're not sure if it's going to be similar to something, say, like in Fortnite, where if in Fortnite you buy a battle pass and you complete that whole battle pass, you'll get enough premium currency to be able to buy the next battle pass. And there's quite a lot of games that do that as well. There are some games that don't do that, so we're not sure how that's going to work. I would assume it'll be similar. There'll be some premium currency in the free track and probably enough or close to enough premium currency to buy the next battle pass if you complete the whole paid for battle pass of that season. Now, we do actually know how long it will take to complete these battle passes, and they have said it will take around 75 hours in a 3-month period to complete a battle pass. So that's less than 1 hour every day. If you play 1 hour for 75 days, out of the 90 days that season's going to last, you'll have the battle pass completed. This is probably going to be for average players. I'm pretty much betting there's always going to be ways to complete these battle passes much quicker. There's probably going to be better XP farms. There's probably going to be harder or easier challenges you can complete to speed it up, but that seems to probably be the average time of completion. And the final piece of monetization is going to be expansions, and this is a piece we know basically nothing about, and I'm assuming it's probably going to work similar to, say, a World of Warcraft expansion. It's probably going to be a pretty substantial addition to the content in the game. This is probably where you would expect to have new classes. And I actually have a video that I recently went over that I go over my theory of what I think the first expansion of the game is going to be. This is probably also going to add some pretty significant new systems to the game, and will probably add a lot of new content and playable spaces. I would probably assume that there's going to be at least a new region or similar size area added into the game, and will probably be new themes. So for my theory for the first expansion, it's going to be holy or a heaven-based expansion. So there would most likely be a big playable area in heaven or a new holy themed area. And we're not sure on the pricing for expansions, and we're not sure how long it'll be between expansions. It could be similar to World of Warcraft, where it's every 2 years. It could be quicker, maybe every 1 year we could expect a new expansion with like a new class and a bunch of new content. I would assume it'll probably be every 1 to 2 years, somewhere within that range. And throughout all these different times they have talked about monetization, there is one thing that they have probably said a few dozen times, and that is that you cannot buy any amounts of power or gameplay changes for Diablo 4. So you're not going to be able to buy any XP boosts. You're not going to be able to buy any power from anything in the game, whether that would be armor or potions or anything else. You're not able to buy anything that's going to affect gameplay. And they have specifically reiterated this, like I mentioned, probably a couple dozen times by now. And this is also a reason that they have specifically went back to clarify that you're not able to, say, trade premium cosmetics between players, to not allow anything that could potentially be pay to win. And that's pretty much all the information we have for the monetization of Diablo 4. And like I mentioned, I just want to go over this because I think there's a lot of new people paying attention to the game because of the release date, because of the new cinematic. And I think a lot of people haven't been paying attention or reading the quarterly updates over the years and have probably missed the one specifically going over monetization. And I have also seen some people saying, even knowing all this information, that they still think the game's going to be pay to win. That's pretty much just ignoring every piece of information we have gotten so far. There's not a singular piece of information for Diablo 4 that says or even points to there being any pay to win or any way to buy any gameplay changing items or effects or anything like that. It has been very specifically explained that you're only able to purchase cosmetic items. But that's pretty much all I want to go over, so subscribe if you want to see more Diablo 4 or other videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about the monetization of Diablo 4, and thanks for watching.